Welcome to the Go Slow to Go Fast lifestyle podcast, where we explore the art of intentional living. Whether you're juggling life as a working parent, leading in your profession, or seeking more meaning in your everyday, this space is for you. I'm your host, Kendra Chapman, and today we're talking about something we all need but don't always prioritize: rest. If you've ever felt like life is moving too fast and you just need to catch your breath, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about why rest matters and how to stop feeling guilty about taking a break. I'm also going to talk about some simple ways to make your space more restful and sleep-friendly, and some small routines and rituals, including a couple of foods that help create balance, calm, and better sleep habits. Plus, I'll share a little hygge moment from my week and some simple work-life hacks to help you feel more organized and efficient. So grab a cozy drink, curl up somewhere comfy, even if it's in your car, and let's get started. Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. I am enjoying spring. We still don't have leaves on the trees, but I definitely see more birds. The weather is warmer, and the redbuds and the Bradford pears are out in full force. So it's definitely a matter of time. But that also means I have to start taking more allergy medication. Instead of once a day, I'm going to start increasing it to twice a day. But other than that, I'm definitely focusing in on what's making me feel hygge, that cozy, comfy feeling, that Danish concept. I want to share a little hygge with you. I had every intention of giving away a blanket that I ordered for the holidays over the winter break. I ordered my parents a blanket, and I had actually gotten them a similar one a couple of years ago from Shutterfly, and I wanted to get a larger version of that blanket. And then I realized they have like a thicker version, which is a Sherpa blanket. It's soft, it's warm, it's perfect for winter, and those cool spring and fall mornings and evenings. And so I originally planned to give it to them as a gift, and then I decided to keep it for myself. So I just realized it was too nice to part with. So I'll probably get them another one at some point, but it is super soft and cozy. I love it. It's always my go-to on the couch. We have probably 2 or 3 really comfy blankets on the couch. And now, upgrading the blankets on the couch and the pillows on the couch is kind of what I like to do when the seasons change. And this is one I'm still going to keep on the couch because it has 2 sides to it. So it's white on one side and has that thicker texture, that Sherpa texture. And then on the other side, it has pictures of my kids and my husband and I. So it's family friendly. You can design it however you want. And it's something that I can keep on the couch all year round. So I love it. It's just a little luxury that encourages rest, and we, of course, all need a little bit of that. So it definitely makes me feel comfy and cozy right now. And it was a great deal. It was actually on sale when I got it, and I looked again around Valentine's Day, and it was on sale again. So I think right now, this weekend, they're having a sale, but it ends tonight. So if you can, keep checking back on their website, I'm sure they're going to have good sales because I'm recording this the weekend before I post it, so it looks like that sale will be over. But when they do that, sometimes the next sale they have is even better. So definitely check out their website. I'll put that in the show notes and include the Sherpa blanket link so you can just check it out yourself if you want. But it's definitely nice. You can personalize it. You can get whatever size you want. I went for the larger size than the last time I got it from my mom. I got her a lap size blanket thinking it was probably going to be large enough. That was the 30 by 40, I believe. And I actually ended up getting the 60 by 80 this time, and it's really nice and large. So either one is going to be great. It just depends on how big of a blanket you want and how much money you want to spend. So if they're having a sale, I would definitely size up if you can afford it. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking about rest and how important sleep is. And so I just wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to get yourself a comfy blanket if there's a good sale going on. But if you already have some comfy blankets and pillows on your couch, then definitely take advantage of that. If you could take a nap over the weekend, or if you work from home, hopefully you can build some time into your routine to rest. Because, a lot of the Europeans and European countries and Latin countries, they take siestas or have breaks in the middle of their day. And I think they're a um, happier for it. I think rest is something that we all need. And if I eventually work from home, it's something I'm going to do too, as soon as I can. But right now, I work Monday through Friday. I work a good 10-hour day every day. And so when I come home, I'm definitely tired. I'm ready to sit on the couch. But I've learned that if I take a little time to wind down and stay off screens, because I'm on screens a lot during the day. So if I don't have to be on a screen at night, that's going to be better for me, and my body's going to have time to get relaxed. And so being on the couch for me, usually it means that I'm watching something on TV. But if I can get my husband to not turn the TV on at the end of the day, like if we could just turn the TV off and just chat and catch up, I feel so much more relaxed and ready for bed. And actually, we've been starting to watch these shows on YouTube or these videos on YouTube of people, men and women, building something in the woods, like a retreat or a tree house or a hut or a mud house or a house in a hill, like in the ground. It's usually about a 30-minute video. There's usually no talking and very little music, if at all. You just hear them chopping wood or putting rocks and mortar down. So it's very calming. That is a little compromise where we're watching something, but we're not having a lot of stimulus. And it's something where my boys enjoy watching it too. So we all watch like a 30-minute video of somebody building something with their hands from scratch. And then we kind of just get ready for the, routines for bed. And it's kind of something we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. And that seems to be calming for us. So it definitely makes me tired watching somebody else work. So it's a compromise if you're in a household where somebody has to have the TV on, but you can maybe ignore it or just watch something a little different than somebody talking or a lot of drama or action in the evening. But, so it's an interesting compromise that we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. And I think it's kind of helped with my winding down time at the end of the day. Something to think about. So for my second segment, I'm going to talk about my hygge highlight, creating comfort in your space. Let's be honest. Our physical space has a huge impact on our energy, our mood, and the ability to rest well. So if your home feels cluttered, chaotic, or just a little off, it might be time to refresh and reset. So before you go on an organizing spree, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be a huge project. In fact, tiny, intentional shifts can make a big difference in how your space feels. So I'm going to share 3 simple ways to create a rest-friendly environment. Number 1, soft lighting. Consider swapping out harsh overhead lights for lamps, candles, or warm-toned bulbs. The softer glow instantly makes a room feel calm and inviting. There's something to be said about lighting. It's definitely the one thing that can change the way a space feels. And if you have a warm glow at night, you're definitely going to feel calmer. I think anyway, I'm going to feel calmer. I'm going to feel more cozy, and I'm going to feel like I'm ready for bed sooner if I have that. At night, when I'm doing my routine for winding down and I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face and getting my pajamas on, I like to put a salt lamp that I have by my bed on, and that helps me wind down. And it's a warm pink glow because I've seen gray salt lamps, I've seen pink salt lamps, and I like the gray. It's like a warm glow. It's in my bedroom. It helps me kind of set the tone for the evening of like, it's time to go to bed soon. I do that before I tuck the boys in. So then I have like an hour or so after they go to sleep where I'm winding down, hopefully just to chat with my husband and not have the TV on. But if we have the TV on, I'm probably just going to watch one show and then get ready for bed. And then once I watch that TV program, then I'll go sit on my bed since I'm already ready for bed, and I'll just meditate for like 10 minutes if I have um that mindset where I can do that. Sometimes I just feel too keyed up, but it definitely, if I can do that, if I can meditate and think about my day and breathe and maybe even journal a little bit, then I feel more rested, like my mind is more rested and calm, and so then I'm ready to go to sleep. And so the salt lamp definitely sets that ambiance for the evening as I get ready for bed. Comfort, you know, comfort can go a long way. So if you have a cozy corner where you have some comfortable things in that corner for you, like textured pillows, soft textures, soft colors, warm colors, you want to designate if you can, if you've got a space in your home that you can just redesignate for rest and relaxation, whether it be a chair with a soft throw blanket or a reading nook or just a corner in your room that you want to reset up. You can have a little cup of tea and read a book or, you know, meditate or journal. And that way you're off screens and your mind is resting. And that can be a way to kind of wind down from your day. But having that daily reset, it could just literally take 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour. It can be just 5 minutes or less, where you just tidy up, fluff the pillows, put away dishes, kind of just clean things up, put them away in their spots, and then light a candle. And then that signals your brain that it's time to unwind. And the best part, none of this costs much, but it does make a difference. So, setting the tone for a more restful, intentional life is going to help you prioritize sleep because it's essential for overall health and well being. So, here I have a few more research based articles to share with you about how better sleep enhances health and well being. Number one, sleep is essential to health. This article from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine emphasizes that sleep is a biological necessity, highlighting that inadequate sleep and untreated sleep disorders negatively impact health. They also negatively impact well-being and public safety. It underscores the importance of adequate sleep duration, quality timing, regularity, and the absence of sleep disorders for optimal health. So for me, I have to have at least 7 hours of sleep. Now, I like to get up super early in the morning, which means I have to go to bed early. So if I go to bed past 9 o'clock, then I'm going to have a really hard time waking up. I have my alarm set at 4:30 a.m. so I can get up in time to get myself ready. I need a good hour. And so then I'm ready by 5:30. And then I can greet my children, get them ready to go, and then I'm out the door by 6 a.m. to head to my school because our doors open at 7:05. And so I have to be in the car by 6, no later than 6:15 to make it on time. And so I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. And so that means I need to be in bed by 9. I really like to have my sleep. Now, sometimes I go to bed at 8, sometimes it's 8:30. There have been times where I wake up at 4 in the morning because I'm ready to go, and I want to get up and do some yoga or meditation before I start my routine for the morning. So it just depends, but I definitely need a good 7 hours of sleep, if not more. And if I go lower than 7, then it starts to kind of compile the stress and I start to feel it. And so I definitely value sleep and I need at least 7 hours a day or night. Number 2, good sleep for good health. In the NIH, which is News and Health article, published this piece that discussed how good sleep improves brain performance, mood, and overall health. And I agree. I can tell when I don't get enough sleep because I'm moody. I'm definitely grouchy. Um, but it's also good for your diet and exercise. Just like it is, sleep is just as important as diet and exercise because your body needs to reset at night after a long day. Number 3, improving sleep quality leads to better mental health. So it keeps talking about health, 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 physical health, mental health. So this research article from Science Direct found that enhancing sleep quality has significant positive effects on mental health, including reductions in depression, anxiety, and stress. So for me, I know that I'm definitely more stressed out if I'm not getting my sleep. When the boys were babies and I wasn't getting enough sleep, I remember thinking there are so many people out in the world right now who have infants, newborns, and children who are not sleeping well. So that means there are adults out there not sleeping well. And that continues to be the case. So think about how many people at work aren't getting a good night's rest. The next time that you're frustrated with somebody, think about maybe they're not getting enough sleep. Maybe there's something going on at home. So we need to be a little bit more compassionate about people and whether or not they're getting their needed sleep at home. There's also natural strategies for better sleep that I want to share. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule, like I said, can definitely help. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day definitely helps establish that routine, and it helps regulate your body's internal clock. So I know with the time change, we definitely had a couple of days, if not maybe a week and a half in my house where I noticed that we were a little more grouchy. It was hard to adjust with the light changes. So that definitely happens. And that's twice a year. So you've got to kind of think about that. And then you have your winter and summer solstice where you're either having the least amount of sunlight in the winter on that day or the most amount of sunlight in the summer solstice. So your body is going to adjust and start winding down as the sun starts to wind down. And the same, like your body's going to naturally start waking up when the sun comes up. So if you go to bed or wake up before there's sun or after, like during the sun being up, then think about some blackout curtains that'll help in the evening as you wind down if you're trying to go to sleep before the sun goes down, or if you are on a schedule where you have to sleep during the day, so you work at night. I'm sure you're using blackout curtains because I know lots of people who have been on that schedule definitely do, because you want to be able to sleep and not be interrupted by the sun. But creating a relaxing bedtime routine definitely engages that calming feeling before bed. And you can think about reading or taking a warm bath to signal your body that it's time to wind down. And that's from the Mayo Clinic. We also have to be thinking about paying attention to our diet. You want to avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol before bed, which can definitely disrupt sleep. Instead of opting for those things, think about a light snack. I've definitely tried to eat more fruit instead of sugar, like chocolate before bed. So if I'm feeling a craving for a snack, I'd go towards yogurt and apples before I'm going towards chocolate. But that was definitely a habit that I've had for years. I would have some dark chocolate before bed, and I've cut that out, and I'm really just trying to do more natural snacks as much as I can. Every now and then, I might have like a snack that's chocolatey, but it's not actual chocolate. It might be cacao, and like a Atkins snack that isn't as chocolatey or sweet for you. but that's kind of my cheat if I'm going to still have that craving for chocolate at night. Limiting exposure to screens is definitely better to avoid the blue light that's emitted by phones and tablets and computers, because they could definitely interfere with melatonin production. You want to stay away from those as much as you can before bed, at least 2 hours before bed, because that will affect the sleep quality that you have. Staying active, regular physical activity can definitely promote better sleep. It's advisable to finish workouts a few hours before bedtime to avoid that increased alertness that you get after you exercise. And I didn't know this, but kiwis, they have serotonin in them. So supposedly, according to Very Well Health, they say that if you have 2 kiwis an hour before bed, that can help you fall asleep faster, and it improves your quality of sleep. So if you're having a hard time falling asleep, try some kiwis before bed. Almonds are also rich in magnesium, and they may help improve sleep quality by promoting muscle relaxation and regulating sleep hormones. Chamomile tea is another one that's known for its calming effects, right? Because it contains antioxidants that promote sleepiness and improve overall sleep quality. So incorporating these strategies and foods into your routine can naturally enhance sleep quality, which leads to better health, which leads to better well-being. So that's it for my second segment for my hygge hacks. So now it's time to talk about how you can connect with me. So I'd love to hear from you. What's one small thing bringing you hygge this week? Let's keep the conversation going. Here's how you can connect with me. Consider emailing me at coachingwithkendrachapman@gmail.com or checking out my website. You can sign up for my email list, which will be soon. I'll be sending out newsletters, and you can sign up for those future newsletters on my website, coachingwithkendrachapman.com. You could also DM me at Instagram at coachingwithkendrachapman to let me know if this episode resonated with you. I'd love for you to consider sharing it with a friend or two who might need a little reminder to slow down and rest. Tag me in your hygge moment. I'd love to hear what's bringing you comfort. And as always, remember, take care, embrace rest, and know that the peace in me honors the peace in you. And as you move through this week, let your light shine through. Take it slow, be intentional, and embrace the season you're in. And just remember, go slow to go fast. Thanks for listening.